Your date of birth holds all the secrets to your soul. You give us your date of birth, we'll tell you the secrets to love, the secrets to lust, and who the best person for you just might be.
I have the answers.
Check out Secrets of Birthdays at secretsofbirthdays.com. Namaste, and welcome to Soul Horoscopes Orbits Edition. From my webcam to yours, I'm Christopher Witecki, your soul biographer, here to take the planets above and put them together into the story of you down here on Earth below. And boy, things have been crazy indeed. Incidentally, if you're trying to jumpstart your heart and have some passion in your life, and I know Scorpios are, and I know Sagittarius are, and I know Cancers are, I know a lot of people are. In 90 minutes, I'm going to give you some tools where you can step back into your heart. This is a day-by-day thing. These are on Saturdays, by the way, and just $33. So it's me working with you on webcam. It's really good. If you want more intense one-on-one work, well then buy a reading right now. If you buy a 1-hour reading with me, you will get a free Secrets of Birthday video emailed to you before the reading. And I have lots of slots open in April, so come on down. I book almost within 24 hours at soulmart.me. Well, we have a lot of changes going on, folks. I mean, it has been a bumpy ride. The universe has introduced a lot of Neptune, self-mercy, compassionate, kind of Christian energy. Very Easter Pisces, right? We have a pope change. We found the God particle in physics. The universe is not messing around. So this is a time of moving forward. Mercury is finally direct. We're going to wrap up the sun in Pisces, and then we're going to hop into Aries pretty aggressively because the sun is going to jump over Uranus. So without further ado, let's take the ascension elevator and take a bird's eye view of you.
This is your captain speaking. Please be advised that small knives are not allowed on the ascension elevator, as your intellect is sharp enough. Your ascension today has been powered by the God particle. And some negative news, we lost your luggage.
Hello, my adventurers, Sagittarius risings, and if you bought a Lightcast report card, we call you a cultural professor. Because that's what you are. You focus on culture, and you end up being the professor of everything, right? Professing the way it should be. Lots of shoulds. Well, we are moving out of Sun in Pisces and moving into Sun in Aries, and it's going to be a bit of an intense week, I'm sorry to report. With the Sun in Pisces, it's all been about how well you manage your connection to your own emotional field, how well you mother yourself, how well you nurture emotions. Because emotions, just like an animal needs to be pet, emotions need to be pet as well and cleared. And we need to also move on from our childhood and our childhood pain. So in the first few days of this week, you'll be graduating that connection to your own emotional field. Then the sun moves into Aries, where it's about your inner child. This is one of the more fun transits of the year, where you connect to your inner child and your heart chakra, beginning with love, creativity, and inspiration. And I'm happy to report that this is going to be a big year for Sagittarius to get out of the milieu of love and lackluster life. All right? It's going to be a quantum leap you do this year with your own relationship to your heart. And if you did the work connecting to your own emotional field and being a good mother to yourself, you're going to be set up to succeed with the inner child transit. Now, Saturn in Scorpio is taking a bit of a break. The universe is not going to introduce you to any new weeds in your soul garden or new self-sabotaging behavior. But with Saturn retrograde, it's up to you to keep yourself from falling down those old patterns. So be strong, love yourself, and trust. That's the step 10 is where we are this entire week. And then I sense Pisces is where Mercury is hanging out. All right, Mercury meaning now direct, that is. Mercury goes direct on Monday is my point of this slide. And with it going direct, you're going to now move forward with your emotional thinking. So although you have worked through what your emotions need from an emotional perspective, your mind is catching up. Your thoughts are catching up, and your thoughts may still need to do some healing. When it hits step 10 there, to heal your own emotional, your own thoughts when it comes to dealing with your emotions. Your mind might be kind of mean to you. Now, the sun starts in step 0 on Wednesday and will make it to step 4 by Sunday. That means there will be a breakdown. So expect right now something with a creative project or something your inner child had its heart on might break down, a bit of an emotional letdown, but the universe is going to unveil a different thing for you to put your heart on, and that's the whole point, that you can have greater love and greater joy in your life. And that will be when the sun crosses Uranus. As you can see, Venus, Mars, Uranus, the sun, all these planets, big party focused on Sagittarius' dreams coming true. So let's take a grander galactic view of you in outer space, because what is above is what triggers us below. All right, so as we start out up here, we like to start with Sunday, and as we will. Sunny and sentimental on Sunday for the Sag and Sag risings. The moon is in Gemini, and so emotions focus on your marriage. And so this moves into marriages and partnerships, plus the moon crosses over Jupiter, your home planet. So you will learn and grow tremendously on Sunday about how you treat yourself and how that draws people into your life. On Monday, it's sunny and romantic. The moon has moved off the learning and now it's just sentimental. And this is the day where we're holding space for the Pisces lesson, which of course is taking care of yourself. So Monday, you want to emotionally take care of yourself, decide and commit to how you will be an inner mother to yourself, no matter what your sex or gender is. The moon is in Gemini, so emotions are sentimental for other people and other relationships. But on top of this, we have a lot going on up in the stars. Take a look. For one, there's a yod, which points directly to your marriage. So what this yod says, it's been in effect for already a week, it goes for another week. Pluto in Capricorn is one of the areas where you're afraid about making enough money, you're afraid about being able to be supported by the universe. Saturn in Scorpio is you're afraid of the past repeating itself. The universe says, here's the way out of that, the marriage. Just treat yourself well in the moment, and all these other fear areas will work out. Plus we have a Saturn yod. So two yods at once right now. The Saturn yod is saying, hey, whenever that marriage thing doesn't work out, well then at least don't go back to your old fears, Saturn and Scorpio. You know, look at the patterns and release the patterns. So Saturn and Scorpio says, just don't go back to the past. You can look and release. And the sun right now, which of course is in Aries, is your inner child. So your inner child here might be worried things won't work out. And at times, you might be concerned that your marriage isn't enough either. In those times, have faith that the past will never happen again. Now, one thing I want to point out too is the moon's orbit. The moon at the bottom here, you're going to see it catch up. It crosses Jupiter, which is relationships, then goes inside, whoop, that's intimacy, then beliefs, and then ends in career at the end of the week. And there's going to be a little bit of a breakdown with emotions on career. More on that a little later. Okay, back to slide 3. Then on Tuesday, cloudy chance of storms. The reason is the moon moves out of relationships and into a very tender spot, trust, self-trust. So you are emotionally doubting yourself, unfortunately, on the one day where the universe is asking you to stand up and commit to emotionally serving yourself. So Tuesday is really a test of that inner mother. This is the first day that you might actually need her inside of you. So Tuesday is a day where you need to persevere and push through. On Wednesday, you are cloudy but distant. The moon is definitely detached from the rest of the universe, and the sun moves to 0 degrees Aries. I always say 0 means 0. It's a no man's land between two states of awareness, and boy, does the Earth often feel a bit weird in a 0 degree. Now, it is the shift between focusing on your inner mother to focusing on your inner child, or moving from emotions to heart chakra, if you want to put it in that way. So you are shifting your focus, and this is a point on Wednesday where you might have some issues bubble up from your inner child. On top of that, we have a very powerful soul pyramid. Oh yes, let me show you. A grand trine or soul pyramid in water in this weird Pluto day unites emotional parts of ourself underneath the seams. In your case, it is that part of you that is holding faith on the inside, and that trines over to the part of that inner mother that's basically healing your childhood. You probably have no evidence that things will actually change. And then the moon in Cancer is you very private where your personal boundaries are. So personal boundaries, personal karma, and also personal childhood karmic pain. All of those go together, hopefully to release what you don't want. Fears do bubble up though with this red structure here, these two squares, and I think it's okay for them to. On the one hand, the moon, of course, again in Cancer, is pulling emotions in trust and intimacy. Opposing that is values, that fear of money. So to some degree, you're having to not just trust everything, but trust the financial situation. And of course, finances and trust both have fears based on the inner child. The inner child is afraid it won't get what it wants, and it can't afford to get what it wants, and it doesn't trust it can get what it wants. That's the red square. Again, surrender to the karma you have ended. Surrender to the healing you have done. That's what the soul pyramid, I believe, is pushing for. Well, that's what I'm suggesting anyways. Sorry, I'm scrolling up here. All right, moving on to Thursday. Then Thursday, sunny and still private. The moon is in Cancer, and so emotions are definitely, again, withdrawn. But the sun at 1 degree clicks into the inner child. So really this is, although you are distant, this is a test of the inner child broadcast system. Can you hear your inner child? That's the question on Thursday. Do you feel love? Do you like your life? Do you enjoy things? I'm sure the answer is no, 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 but that's the whole point of the universe, is to get you to check in on the inner child and see, hey, am I happy? Then comes Friday. Friday is actually a pretty decent day. Sunny and theoretical. The moon moves into Leo, a fire sign like you, so emotions lighten up, fire up, get passionate, and the moon is ruling the day. So emotion rules the day, which means your inner child rules the day. So on Friday, if you have a complete temper tantrum, this is where your inner child is thus far. This is the child you have to adopt and deal with. If you're crazy and creative, I mean, just listen to what the inner child is saying, because it's definitely speaking loud on Friday. Then on Saturn day, sunny and adventurous. I think the inner child is definitely out to play. That's because your home planet, look at that beautiful planet, Jupiter, is spinning up the day, offering new opportunities and wild-eyed potential. This might be you dreaming. This might be you having hearing good news. This might be you trying new things, and that's what Jupiter's all about, try new things. You have all signs know this. So on Saturday, definitely try new things. On Sunday, showers, chance of some perhaps career issues. That's because the moon will be in Virgo and shift to career, legacy, and future. And really, it's not about career, legacy, future. It's just your emotions checking in on them. It's really about Uranus ruling the day. That's our first major storm breakdown. In your case, a breakdown of the inner child. So the inner child has had enough by Sunday, and there are definitely going to be some storms. It may be career that triggers it, but I think it's inner child that's the lesson. But there's also a big opposition that might be hurting. It's this, the moon in Virgo opposing that sensitive spot of the inner mother. See, it's the moon in Virgo that's putting emotional focus on career. So you're thinking, okay, on Sunday you're thinking, I gotta get my career together, I gotta move forward. But what that's actually doing is tugging on that part of yourself that put aside the career to take care of yourself, and now it needs your support, not your opposition. So there's some breakdown there. And again, this is, how do you treat your inner child? You're nice, you're sweet, you give it support. I think that's part of the lesson. And we listen to, what the universe said. For one with Jupiter, don't forget, when in doubt this week, follow the odd, okay, like follow the yellow brick road. It is the mirage. Treat yourself well and take care of yourself in the mirage. And if that doesn't work, then hold space for what you've done, the karma you've cleared, the faith you should have based on the experience you have put so much into. So hold faith, if not that. All right, let's fly home, shall we? Well, that wraps up another week of Soul Horoscopes. One final cute little tip, and that has to do with Jupiter in Gemini. Jupiter in Gemini has moved to chapter 2, which means there's no more thinking to do. It is time to act on what you've been thinking about literally for 6, almost 7 months. So move and act on those thoughts. And Jupiter means that fortune will indeed come. Now, remember, I'm available on the air, and this week, all week long, I will be there Monday through Friday for guided hangouts at 11 a.m. Mercury is direct, and our staff is retrograde. They are recreating themselves now that Mercury is direct, and we're going to come back to you with a whole new front. We're super excited, but come on down. I've got a lot of cool topics. We're going to talk about the new Pope, the God particle, and I've got some excitement, something to introduce you, Dr. Mom. She's this cool lady that helped me heal as well. So come on down. Pacific time, 11 a.m., Monday through Friday this week, and they're all recorded. And if you're watched over by the Guardian Agency, I will send you emails with the video all week long. And if you'd like to try GA, try it. It's only 1 penny for the first week. All right, my fellow soul gardeners, I love you so much. Until next week, live, love, be.